Friends, in the last lecture, we have started 2.2, a true story of sea turtles, and it is about the protection of sea turtles. This topic has been written by Bhahu Katdare, who is the member of Sahyadri Nisarg Mitra. How did they undertake the work of protection of sea turtles? Which ideas did they follow? Where did they first start their campaign? Which difficulties did they face in them? And how did they get success in that first campaign? We have seen all these things in the last lecture. Now I am continuing this. Now I am going to teach next part, page number 33. In previous passage, we learned to encourage people for participation in that campaign, which awards have been started, as well as detailed booklet and a short film on protection of turtles was prepared to spread the message. We have learned in last passage yesterday. Now look next passage. The year 2006 saw the beginning of novel concept. Novel concept means new concept. Turtle Festival or Karsav Mahotsav, an opportunity for the tourists to witness the unique spectacle of the hatchlings rushing out to the sea. In the year 2006, one new concept, namely Turtle Festival, or in Marathi Karsav Mahotsav, had been started. Look, in the year 2006, one new novel concept, namely Turtle Festival, or in Marathi Karsav Mahotsav, had been started. It was an opportunity for tourists to witness the unique spectacle of the hatchlings rushing out to the sea. That Karsav Mahotsav offered an opportunity for tourists to enjoy the unique spectacle of the hatchlings rushing out to the sea. A short film on turtles and the natural beauty of Konkan were additional features of this festival. Look, due to that festival, a lot of tourists started to visit that place. And look, one more additional feature of that Karsav Mahotsav was a short film on turtles and natural beauty of Konkan were additional features of the festival. Those members had created a short film on turtles, and that a short film and the natural beauty of Konkan were additional features of the festival. At the same time, we were quite firm on one issue. The hatchlings should not come to even slightest harm due to this tourist activity. Look, by following that concept, that novel idea, they were sure that they had taken this precaution that in that activity no any hatchlings should be harmed, should be injured. While arranging that Karso Mahotsav, while following that concept, all members had taken care, had taken precaution that during that activity no any single hatchlings should be harmed. Look again. At the same time, we were quite firm on one issue: the hatchlings should not come to even slightest harm due to this tourist activity. The tourists were accommodated in the homes of the villages, and look, a lot of tourists would come there. They would take halt there, they would stay there, and look, they would live in the homes of the villages. That was one new idea. The tourists were accommodated, means living in the homes of the villagers. The response to this novel concept of homestay was excellent, and look, the response of tourists to this homestay, they were living in the homes of villages and they were getting feeling of homestay. They were getting feeling of homestay in those villages, and that concept got a lot of responses from the villagers. The response to this novel concept of homestay was excellent. The response was very huge. A Turtle Friends Club was established in each village, the members being all the villagers offering homestay. And look, further, a Turtle Friends Club has been established in each village, and in that club there were all members who were offering their houses to the tourist. It means that Turtle Friends Club was of those members who were offering homestay to the tourist, and of such people, of those people, a Turtle Friends Club has been organized, established. All villages would now offer the same rate for homestay, and it was a rule to offer same rate for homestay. All villages would now offer the same rate for homestay. Look, all villages were offering the same rate for the homestay. They gave 10% of their income from homestay for the Turtle Protection Fund, and from their income they were giving 10% amount to Turtle Protection Fund. And there was a rule to offer same rate for tourists. No one would take more or less money. They should offer same amount, and look, they were earning good money from that work. And one good thing was they were giving 10% of their income for Turtle Protection Fund. The fund would be used for the purpose of protection and conservation of turtles. And look, that fund would be used for the protection as well as conservation of turtles. Whatever fund would be collected by those members, and by that 10%, that fund is used for protection and conservation of turtles. Modern technology also helped in their work. Modern technology also helped in the protection and conservation of sea turtles. Look how the festival reached all corners of the world through the medium of internet and our website. Look, they created their website, and through the internet and their website, that festival reached all corners of the world. Look, the festival reached all corners of the world through the medium of internet and our website. People around the world began to contact the small villages of Konkan. And look, people around the world began to contact small villages of Konkan to witness that unique spectacle of hatchlings. Means that project helped for tourism. That protection of turtles contributed for tourism. That project helped villagers for earning money. And due to that festival, people around the world began to contact the small villages of the Konkan. More and more villages came forward to do this work, and the number of homestay families went up to 35. And look what happened. More and more villages came forward because they were getting money through protection of sea turtles. They were protecting the sea turtles as well as a source of income. It has been also a tourism. So it helped, that project helped such villages also, and due to that tourism, due to that project, more and more villages would come forward. More and more villages would come forward to do this work, and the number of homestay families went up to 35. And in this way, number of homestay families went up to 35. As many as 800 people began to visit Velas in the turtle season. And look, more than 800 people started to visit Velas, that village, in turtle season to enjoy the unique spectacle of hatchlings. Look, more and more tourists started to get increased, and they were visiting that place in each year. And look, 800 people started to visit Velas in turtle season. This meant more business for the villages. More tourists, then more money. More and more tourists were visiting. This meant more businesses for the villagers. Now they realized that tourism can be source of income. From that, the villagers realized that the tourism can be a source of income. They were protecting sea turtles. It was very noble work, as well as they were earning money through that project, and it became the tourism spot, and all villagers sensed that tourism can be a source of income. Tourists bring in money, and in order to earn that money, it was important to protect the turtle hatchlings. Look, indirectly, the protection of hatchlings were being done through earning money. Tourists bring a lot of money. Tourists bring good money, and in order to earn that money, it was very important it was very important to protect those hatchlings because tourists visit that place to see those hatchlings, little hatchlings. And so if villagers wanted more money, then they must protect those hatchlings. Look, what a nice campaign was being run by those members. They were protecting the hatchlings as well as they provided the source of income for the villagers. If they are given the freedom to do that, this was conservation of nature through livelihood in its true sense, and this concept become conservation of nature through livelihood with earning money to protect nature. Okay, protect the nature with earning money. This concept became very novel. This was conservation of nature through livelihood in its true sense. Velas became the project's main success story, and in this way that village Vela became the project's main success story. That Vela became the project's main success story because Sahyadri Nisargamitra had launched their project in the Velas at first time, and it had been very successful, and so that village became the project's main success story. Sahyadri Nisargamitra, our organization, believe that it is only the local villagers who can ultimately offer excellent protection to the local species. While doing that project, Sahyadri Nisargamitra, that organization, believed that they sensed that only local villagers can offer excellent protection to the local species. Can offer excellent protection to the local species. And look, while during that project, while doing many activities regarding protection of sea turtles, those members in Sahyadri Nisargamitra sensed, believed that only local villages can offer excellent protection to the local species. If they are given freedom to do that, the conservation project became sustainable, long lasting. They also believed that if the local villages were given freedom to protect sea turtles, then that campaign would be sustainable, that campaign would be long lasting, that campaign would not be stopped anywhere. Look, if they are given the freedom to do that, the conservation projects became sustainable, means Sahyadri Nisargamitra had trust on those local villagers. According to them, only local villagers can offer an excellent protection to those hatchlings, and so according to them, they must be given they must be given freedom to do that. Then that project campaign would be everlasting. With this belief, we entrusted the project to the forest department, the Gram Panchayat, the villagers and their turtle friends club. With that motivation, with that hope, those members trusted, gave that project in the hand of forest department, means they handed over that project to the forest department, the Gram Panchayat, the villagers and their turtle friends club. After realizing that the local villagers, local people can offer the best help to conserve those turtles, they trusted the Gram Panchayat, the villagers, the forest department and their turtle friends club, and they handed that project over those Gram Panchayat, villagers and turtle friends club. All of them are handling it wonderfully. After handed over to those people, all of them were handling that project very successfully. All of them handled that project very wonderfully. Now we are happy to see the project running smoothly and offer help only when necessary. And now that project is running very smoothly in everywhere. Now the Sahyadri Nisarg Mitra offer their help just wherever necessary. When help is needed at that time, Sahyadri Nisarg Mitra offer their help. Otherwise, all work of protection is being done by those local villagers, and it has been great success of that project. It has been really great thing of that Sahyadri Nisarg Mitra. Look, one organization started the project initially from ground level, and that project reached in every corner of the world. All people would admire that project heartily. They did not only protect the sea turtles, but also they made those places as a tourism spot, which helped the villagers to earn money. In this way, we have learned a true story of sea turtles in this topic. Now, English workshop. Look, in this English workshop, I just take grammar question, page number 7. I take just grammar question, page number 7. Then I take some questions. Read the following entries in language study pages. Clause and sentence. Look, you must have learned clauses in 9th standard. Now this question is regarding the clauses. Everyone knows what is the meaning of clause. Clause is a part of the sentence. Clause is a part of sentence. Some parts expresses complete meaning, whereas some parts cannot express the complete meaning. On that principle, there are two kinds of clause: main clause and principal clause. The part in the sentence which expresses complete meaning, that is main clause, and the part which cannot express the complete meaning, that is subordinate clause. Now look, which question has been asked. Underline the main clause in the following sentence. We have to just underline the main clause in the following sentence. There are a few people in every village who keep combing the beach in the early hours of the morning throughout the year. Look here, there are a few people in every village is main clause. There are a few people in every village, that is main clause, because this part expresses complete meaning. And the remaining part is subordinate clause. Remaining part is subordinate clause. I tell about subordinate clause. Subordinate clause is a such part which lack the complete meaning, which cannot express the complete meaning. I give another clue to identify the subordinate clause. Subordinate clauses always start with subordinators. And in this subordinate clause, subordinator is who keep combing the beach in the early hours of the morning throughout the year. It is subordinate clause, and this subordinate clause has been started with subordinator who. So there are a few people in every village is main clause, and the remaining part is subordinate clause. When the female turtle comes on the shore to nest and to lay eggs, she leaves behind a trail just like a track of wheels on sand. In this sentence, she leaves behind a trail just like a track of wheels on sand. It is main clause. She leaves behind a trail just like a track of wheels on the sand. It is main clause because this part expresses the complete meaning. And the first part is subordinate clause. And this subordinate clause has been started with subordinator when. And this part doesn't express the complete meaning. It is incomplete, so it is subordinate clause. According to one rule, this subordinate clause has been started with subordinator when, so it is subordinate clause. The eggs hunters follow this trail right up to the nest, which is about half a meter deep. Look in this sentence. The eggs hunters follow this trail right up to the nest. It is main clause. The eggs hunters follow this trail right up to the nest. It is main clause. And remaining part is subordinate clause, which is about half a meter deep. It is subordinate clause, and this subordinate clause has been started with subordinator which. In this way, we have to identify main clause and subordinate clause. Now, remaining activities are regarding the project that poster. In this way, I just discuss here now question and answers. Let's discuss question and answers. I have completed this lesson and also discussed one grammar question. You do the question answers yourself. You find out the answers of given questions yourself. Now I am starting next lesson 2.3 Somebody's Mother. It is very heart touching poem. How should we treat with other? That concept has been conveyed in this poem. 2.3 Somebody's Mother. Let's start. Let's start 2.3. Somebody's Mother by Mary Do Breed. It is very heart touching as well as having strong poem, strong message. How should we live in our life? How should we lead our life? While living, we should help others in their need. The importance of help and the importance of kindful behavior. This concept has been conveyed in this poem, Somebody's Mother. Look, the poem is about one old woman. The woman was old and ragged. Ragged means having torn clothes, wearing old and torn clothes, and grey, and bent with the chill of winter's day. There was one woman, she was very old, having grey colored hairs, as well as having torn clothes, and she had been bent with the chills of winter's day. Means she was very weak, and it was winter day, and due to chilling, due to cold atmosphere of that winter day, that old woman had been chilled. The old woman had been bent. The streets were white with the recent snow. It was snow falling, and the streets, the roads were white with recent snow. Means it was winter season, and you know, in some countries in winter season there is snow falling, and in that country it was heavily snow falling. The roads were covered with recent snow, and the woman's feet with age were slow. That woman was going somewhere. Due to her weakness and due to her age, she was not able to walk fast, and from that snow, her feet were very slow with age and with weakness. Look in the first stanza. It has been told that there was one old woman. She was very weak, having torn clothes, and that day was from winter season. Due to coldness of that winter season, that old woman had been chilled and had been bent due to her weakness, due to her age. The roads in that city had been covered with recent snow, and that woman's feet with age were slow. That old woman was not able to walk fast due to her age, due to her weakness, and due to that cold day with snowfall. At the crowded crossing, she waited long, jostled aside. Jostle means pushed, jerked aside by the careless large crowd. At one crowded crossing, she was waiting to cross the road. At one crowded crossing, she was waiting to cross the road. There was a huge crowd. She was being pushed aside. She was being jerked aside by those people, by that crowd, but no one cared to help her to cross the road. At the crowded crossing, she waited long, jostled aside by careless throng of human beings who passed her by, unheeding, neglecting the glance of her anxious eye, worried look. At one crowded crossing, that old woman had been stood. She was waiting there for proper time to cross the road. There were a lot of people. They were also crossing the road. They were pushing that old woman aside. That old woman was being jerked aside. But while passing that lady, no one cared of that woman. No one helped that woman to cross the road. Everyone neglected that worried old woman. Everyone refused that anxious woman. Everyone was on their way. They were trying to just cross the road, but at one side there was an old woman. No one was thinking that they should help her. They were pushing her aside, but no one was ready to help her. They had totally neglected that old woman. Now look what happened, whether that old woman got help or not. Down the street with laughter and shout, glad in freedom of school let out. At the same time, one school let out of their students after school had been over, and on the street those school students came with laughing, also with shouting. Down the street with laughter and shout, glad in the freedom of school let out. At the same time, one school let out their school students when school had been over, and a lot of school students came on the road with laughing and shouting. Came happy boys like a flock of sheep. And all those students came as like a flock of sheep. They came in group with laughing, with shouting, and they came as like a flock of sheep. Just I read next lines also. Came happy boys like a flock of sheep, hailing the snow piled white and deep. Hailing, take it, throwing, kicking. Past the woman, past means past, so old and grey, hastened the children on their way. Hailing means welcoming. Don't take that throwing. Hailing means welcoming. Take your welcoming. Hastened the children on their way. Look, one school let out their students after it had been over, and on the road all students came as like a flock of sheep, welcoming the snow piled white and deep, means enjoying of those piles of snow. They passed a woman who was very weak. They passed woman, they were on their way, they hastened, they hurried on their way, but no one cared of that old woman. No one paid their attention to that old woman. There were a lot of students, they were just enjoying that snowfall, those heaps of snow. They might be kicking, they might be throwing that snow here and there, and with that enjoyment, shouting and laughing, they passed that old woman. They hurried on their way, but no one paid any attention to that old woman. No one helped that old woman to pass the road. She was really so helpless. She had been stood at that place since long time. Many people were passing from there, but no one helped her. No one paid attention at her and helped her to cross that road. Then look what happened. None offered a helping hand to her. So weak and timid, afraid to stir to move. No one offered a helping hand to her. No one offered helping hand to her. She was so weak and timid. She had been so afraid to move from that place. She was very weak. Also, she had been very frightened. She did not dare to move from that place. At least carriage wheels or horses' feet should trample her down. Trample means knock down. Here take stampede also, stampede or trample, to knock down her down in the slippery street. Look, she was so weak that at least the carriage wheels or the horse's feet would have knocked her down on the road, would have trampled her on the road. Means she did not have any strength to move from that place. She did not have any courage to cross that road. The horses, with carts were passing from there, and she had been at one corner at that crossing. Many people were passing from there, but no one took care to help her. No one offered their help to her. Look again. None offered a helping hand to her, so weak and timid, who had been afraid to stir. At least the carriage wheels or the horse's feet should trample her down in the slippery street. She was in such condition, the horse's feet or carriage's wheels would have knocked down on the road. At last, look what happened then. At last came out of the merry troop, a group of happy students. A group of happy students. The gayest, happiest boy of all the group. At last another group of happy boys came there, and one very happiest boy in that group came there. At last came out of the merry troop the gayest boy of all the group. After some times, another one group of boys reached, and one happiest boy in that group came there. He paused beside her and whispered low, "I shall help you across if you wish to go." Look, what a generous boy, what a kindful boy he was. When he saw that old woman, in that timid, in that frightened condition, at that time, that boy went near that old woman. He paused means he stopped beside her and slowly spoke with her, slowly asked her, whispered low. He slowly asked her, he would help her to cross the road if she wished. I shall help you across if you wish to go. And look, that boy stopped near that old woman and very kindly, lovingly, politely, he offered his help to that old woman. He asked that he would help her to cross the road if she wished. Look, in this way, at last, one boy got ready to help that old woman. He was very generous, very helpful and kindful, and he showed his willingness to help that lady. Okay, now I take further stanzas in next lecture.